Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the shocking secret of Alan's secret. She decides to investigate the case. After years of living in loneliness, she finally finds new love with Alan Lauren, a charming psychiatrist. This relationship brings Traci the joy and happiness she thought she had lost forever. However, like all love stories in the turbulent world of Genoa City, nothing is simple and smooth. The decision to move to Genoa City full-time with Alan is a bold step for Traci. She hopes that this will give both of them the opportunity to build a life together, away from the troubles and complications of busy Parisian life. But from the moment she made this decision, Traci had concerns. She knew that moving to a new place, especially Genoa City, a city full of turmoil and drama, could have an unwanted impact on their relationship. The Abbott family, with its own traditions and values, has always been an integral part of Traci's life. She loves and respects them, but also understands that family can become a huge obstacle if they do not accept Alan. But Traci tells herself that if Alan truly loves her, he will accept everything about her, including the Abbott family. However, she feels more and more uncertain about this. There are times when Traci feels that Alan is too perfect, to the point of being unrealistic. This reminds her of other men she has known, who also appeared perfect but eventually revealed fatal flaws. Sometimes, Traci feels that Alan's gaze is too intense when he looks at her, as if he is trying to hide something. There are moments when he looks at her for so long that she feels uneasy, as if there is a dark secret hidden behind those gentle eyes. Alan, since his appearance in Traci's life, quickly became involved in her life in a powerful way. He not only captivated her with his charm, but also quickly approached her family members. Alan's involvement in Ashley Abbott's treatment for her dissociative identity disorder created many opportunities for him to approach Traci. This made Traci feel closer and more trusting towards Alan. She began to open up and share her fears and worries with him. One of Traci's biggest fears was that her family would ruin the relationship. She was used to the Abbott family interfering in the private lives of family members, and she did not want that to happen to Alan. In response, Alan affirmed his love and desire to be with Traci. He offered to move from Paris to Genoa City to live with her. This was a big move, and Traci was excited at the prospect of living with the man she loved. What bothered Traci was that Alan had made the decision to move to Genoa City without discussing it with her beforehand. Alan simply assumed that Traci would agree and started making preparations. This didn't cause much of a problem at first, but it began to raise questions about the nature of the relationship. Was Alan controlling and making decisions for those around him? Traci was an independent woman, and she didn't want someone to dictate her life without her consent. This question became even more urgent when Traci began to notice that Alan was behaving suspiciously. He frequently traveled to attend lectures, and this made Traci wonder if he really did what he said he would do. What if Alan wasn't just a charming man, but a con man who could control and manipulate the lives of other women in different cities? Traci began to suspect that Alan had another family, maybe even a wife and children somewhere that she didn't know about. As Traci continued to delve deeper into these thoughts, she began to recall some strange events. Alan, for a few moments, had behaviors similar to Martin, a mysterious man who had appeared in her life. Although Martin and Alan seemed to be two different people, there were times when Traci felt a strange connection between them. This made her start to doubt who Alan really was. Was Alan hiding a secret that, if revealed, would completely change her life? Traci's doubts grew when she realized that Alan had never introduced her to anyone in his life. While Traci had introduced Alan to all of her friends and family, Alan, on the other hand, seemed to keep his distance from his own acquaintances. This makes Traci even more nervous, especially when he makes big decisions for her without discussing them. Subscribe to Yonder to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel.